Fatima Sana Shaikh, thank you so much for being a part of this conversation. And I usually do not like to play fanboy when I'm doing an interview, but I am declaring this today. I have happened to watch Raat Rani and I've seen Modern Love Mumbai and I was just blown over by your performance.
Thank you.
Probably I was not expecting this, maybe, but I was like, my God, Fatima's acted so bloody well. You just took me aback.
Wow, thank you so much.
Are you getting similar responses after people who watched your?
And I don't know. It's embarrassing. I don't know what to say. Like, there's nothing beyond thanking people, because I genuinely, it's so much of appreciation that it's almost overwhelming. But it's very special. It's a different thing when people love your film. It's a different thing when they connect with your film. And with Raat Rani वो हुआ है, क्योंकि जिस तरीके का response मुझे मिल रहा है, of course they've liked the film, they've liked the performance also, but more than that they've connected with Lalzari जो मेरी character है. And मुझे ऐसे बहुत सारे messages आए जहाँ पे बहुत लोगों ने बोला है कि ये film देखने के बाद मैं inspire हुई हूँ कि मुझे भी अभी वो फ्लाईओवर क्रॉस करना है. और ये बहुत ही 2-3 दफा हुआ है मेरे साथ, क्योंकि मैंने अपने एक स्क्रीनिंग करवाई थी घर के अंदर ही अपने दोस्तों और उनके फ्रेंड्स के साथ. And there was this one girl who spoke to me. She was not my friend, she was my friend's friend. Yeah. After 2 days, she told me that I just wanted to say something that I cried a lot, but that's a different thing. And even I've been wanting to try and cross one flyover, जो अभी तक हुआ नहीं है, but अभी मुझे लगता है कि मैं वो कर पाऊँ. तो अगर किसी को, and it's emotional even for me to hear that, because मैं तो अनजान इंसान हूँ, मुझे कोई क्यों अपनी कहानी बताएगा, but because they've connected with Lali, that they feel comfortable that they can share their personal story with me and their dilemma कि इतना struggle है उस इंसान. And I could see that she's really going through something difficult. Of course she didn't tell me and I didn't ask, I can't ask, but even for her to be so vulnerable and tell me that is a huge thing. And I think that is what I'm most thankful about, that कि लोग अपनी कहानी share कर रहे हैं, and it's something very personal and they feel that they can share. And I just wanted to say that I respect and I appreciate that they are opening up to me. I may not be able to reply to each and every one of them, but I just want them to know that I'm happy that they are going to take this step. So just
really beautiful. आपकी अपनी जिंदगी में what was that one flyover that you thought that probably कभी क्रॉस नहीं होगा, that one demon which you were not able to accomplish but you've been able to?
लाइफ के हर फेज में कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा होता ही है. ये फ्लाईओवर्स कभी खत्म नहीं होते. एक फ्लाईओवर क्रॉस करोगे दूसरा आएगा ही आएगा. सो बट ये होता है कि एक करने के बाद आपको थोड़ा और कॉन्फिडेंस और मोटिवेशन मिलता है कि आप दूसरा वाला तो आप कर ही लोगे. कभी कर पाते हो, कभी नहीं कर पाते हो. सो आई थिंक it's been different at different times of my life. Sometimes it's been career, sometimes it's been my love life, it's been my family, sometimes self love. So I think वो चीजें बदलती रहती है as you grow and as you are in a different. अब जैसे पैंडेमिक हुआ यार, ये भी बहुत बड़ी चीज हुई लोगों की लाइफ में. It changed the whole environment around us, and suddenly you started valuing other people, your relationship, you started reconnecting with people. So मेरे तो ब्रिज अभी तक चल ही रहे. I'm still crossing them.
That's a very, very beautiful response. Now, I said that I was taken aback by your performance. I'm sure बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग होंगे that you probably, those people, you surprised them. Why do you think that is? Why do you think people are suddenly waking up to the revelation that, my God, Fatima Sana Shaikh is such a brilliant actor? ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है?
I think because it's a well-written film and it has given me space to perform in a different way, in a more open way. Because ये restrained character नहीं है, काफी out there है. She wears her emotions on her sleeves. उसको जो भी feel होता है उसकी आंखों में दिख जाता है. वो जो भी बेचारी जितनी वो घर में अपने मालकिन के घर पे आके रो रही है कि मेरे पति ने छोड़ दिया, वहां पे उनके झगड़े हो रहे, डिवोर्स हो रहा है, वो यहाँ पे बोल रही है मेरे को उसकी छोड़ के चला गया. तो it's just that the character is so vulnerable and so open and so ऐसा just out there. I think it's people are connecting to. I don't know. I'm just doing my job and I'm just doing what I like, and I've connected with the character, so I'm glad that people are liking it.
You know what? I was thinking about it. Like, I was actually wanting to answer the question on my own, and I realized that what I felt from your portrayal was that you were so happy portraying it. It was not just कि आपको रोना है तब भी आप खुश दिख रहे हो. It was just that the happiness of portraying that great a character really came across, and very few actors have been able to show that kind of happiness in their craft, which is what I take back from your performances, Lali. Because I have seen it, let's say in your mentor also, I've seen Amir do that. Even if you see a Lal Singh Chadda ka trailer bhi aap dekhoge, to you'll see that happiness that he still sees, shows as a performer. So that's something that probably is setting you apart. And I could see that you were really enjoying that entire process of being there.
Yeah, it's fun, no, when you get to do a character which you really like, and space and time and freedom to explore and try, and it's interesting when you are the lead of a film and everything is on you, then you can do anything, and that's fun. जब भी ज़्यादा लोग नहीं है, ज़्यादा cast आपके आसपास जो भी है बहुत, and all the actors are brilliant. Like Lutfi is outstanding. The guy who's played my husband, he's a very, very, very good actor, and even in that small role, but an important role, he shines. So, but मुझे थोड़ा चस्का लग गया है अभी ऐसे टाइप की फिल्म करने का कि मुझे अभी मेरा हीरो बनना है.
हाँ. But I'm good you said that, because I was coming to that. Do you think because of the films that you've been associated with in the past, and they've been important films because बहुत ज्यादा उसके बारे में भी बातें हुई, चाहे वो लूडो कह लो या otherwise Thugs of Hindustan भी कह लो. Do you think because of the big star cast that it had, that आपके ऊपर एक individual attention नहीं गया लोगों का, and that's why that shining like a queen which has come out in Modern Love Mumbai hadn't happened before?
I don't know. Honestly, like how can I give an answer to how people are reacting to my work, because वो कैसे होता है, कौन से पैरामीटर में वो assessment होता है, वो मुझे नहीं पता. I'm just trying to do my work, and I've really enjoyed. I've realized that I want to do a lot of films where I'm the protagonist. It's not that I'm close to not play. I want to do roles which are exciting. First, right. But it's also interesting to do a film where you're the protagonist. It's nice. I've been generally very scared to do that. I've always not. I've been scared to take roles where I am the only one who's shouldering the film, because I'm not a very confident person. Actually, I'm a very.
Why do you say that?
I'm not. It may seem otherwise, but I'm actually not very confident. And if you ask my directors, every other take, I'm like, am I doing well? Is it okay? Do you think, because after every bad day, and when I think that, I've not done well, मेरे को लगता है मैं एक्टिंग करनी नहीं चाहिए, मुझे छोड़ देनी चाहिए, मैं इतनी गंदी एक्टर हूँ. ये रात रानी में भी हुआ है. There's this one scene where I was supposed to, लुत्फ का कॉल आता है, वो बोलता है कि मैं नहीं आ रहा तेरे पास, जब भी वो पानी के पास में, सीलिंग के बाजू में मैं बोलती हूँ कि तू आ जा, देख शाहरुख खान के घर के पास है. वो मैं इतनी डिप्रेस हो गई ना सीन करने के बाद, क्योंकि एक तो टाइम नहीं था हमारे पास, 3-4 टेक ही मिले. पहला मैंने किया जो किया, बट मुझे वो करने को नहीं मिल रहा था जो मैंने सोचा था. I was not able to reach where I thought I should have reached. In retrospect, it has come out nice. But कभी-कभी क्या होता है ना, आपको वो टाइम पे नहीं लगता है कि सही हुआ है. सही हुआ होता है, but कभी समझ नहीं आता. And I thought that I can't act. I failed everybody. I failed myself. I'm a horrible actor. And Shonali's like, no, you did well. And I'm not listening to her. I'm like, no, she's lying. She doesn't want to hurt me. That's why she's lying. मैं तो अलग ही zone में चली गई. So I have to learn to get out of that and be a little forgiving to myself. So I'm just scared of that. That's why I'm not confident about my craft, to be honest.
What did Shonali tell you after the film was released and the responses that you received?
She said, I told you, you are a good actor. But she is an incredible person. Director तो बहुत अच्छी है, but इंसान भी बहुत अच्छी है. I like the strength that she brings, the fighter quality that she has, the independence and the life and the passion for life that she has, and it shows in her films, it shows in her characters. We have a very special relationship because we really bonded well, so it was very easy for me to also be Lali, because she gave me the space. And she's a very smart director, like she will very, अगर मैं ये समझो रास्ता है और मुझे लाली का रास्ता ये है, बट अगर मैं कहीं यहाँ चली गई तो ये नहीं बोले अरे कहाँ जा रही है, वहां पे चल. She'll be like very प्यार से, she'll nudge me there and she'll create a world, and it's very empowering also because it's I am doing it. She's not like मेरे को ऐसे mollycoddle नहीं करती है, वो जब सही नहीं होगा वो मेरे को बोलेगी सही नहीं. She gives you tough love also, but in a very motherly and a maternal way. Basically, I'm in love with her.
So, all the directors that you worked with, anybody who has watched the film and anybody who said anything about the performance that stays with you still?
All the people I have worked with. Lesh sir has not seen it. I think I've not received any message. Dada also has maybe not seen it. I don't know. I don't think somebody I've worked with has seen the film. I'm not sure.
Or your peers or...
Peers have talked to me. Like a lot of people have called me, messaged me. But honestly, I've been shooting since 2-3 days since the time the film has released. And apart from just going on my Instagram, I've not been able to really engage with people. Actually, yesterday was the only day when I got to go to it. Up out of focus.
Oh, sorry.
Bada fancy.
That is the photographer in you speaking. है ना?
नहीं, I was wondering कि क्या fancy camera है?
No. This Logitech tends to read the focus. I don't know why. What was it reading?
इतना खूबसूरत चेहरा और focus चला गया, कैसे चलेगा?
Thank you.
I forgot what I was saying. Sorry.
So your peers, you were talking to. In fact, yesterday was the only time.
My, other directors and other people have called me and reached out to me and messaged me. I think that's quite a humbling thing because लोगों को जरूरत नहीं है आपको call करके बोलने के लिए कि उनको आपका काम अच्छा लगा. But if they've reached out to me, that's really special. And it has happened before also. And I've always, it really motivates me to do better in my work. In sabka reaction is audience reaction is the most important thing. In the end, because the film is made for the audience. If it is not being received, what is the point? Absolutely. But of course, the people whom I love and their work, जिनका काम मुझे पसंद है, जिनके साथ मुझे काम करना है, अगर वो लोग भी reach out करके बोले तो वो सोने पे सुहागा है. But so I'm really happy that the audience is connecting with the film.
Absolutely. So things that were not allowed, that you were told as Fatima that ये allowed नहीं है, ये कितनी बार हुआ आपकी life में, and how did you decide to make it? Of course, it is allowed.
Yeah, I've been a very rebellious child. Everything I was told not allowed, I always did it. I was a tomboy. My parents said, "Don't cut your hair." I had really long hair. Like, नहीं, मैं तो बाल काटूंगी. I went short. I used to wear my brother's clothes. I used to, मतलब जो भी मुझे बोला गया था मुझे तो बोलना ही बंद कर दिया था लोगों ने, क्योंकि उनको पता था कि बोलेंगे नहीं तो करेगी, उससे अच्छा बोलो ही मत. वो बेमतलब के लोग होते ना, बच्चे होते हैं जिनको बेमतलब का झगड़ना होता है, मैं वो थी. बड़ा मजा आता. बहुत I enjoy fighting. Like I used to you have no idea. So there is before Dangal knows, I used to drive my car and वो अभी होता है बॉम्बे में, ऐसे बहुत सारे लोग हैं जो गंदा चलाते हैं या कहीं पे भी पार्क कर लेते हैं, और मैं ढूंढती थी मौका कि कोई गंदा चलाए, कोई गंदा कट मारे, कोई बेहुदा जगह पे पार्किंग करे जहाँ पे पूरा ट्रैफिक जम गया हो. मैं आई यूज्ड टू लुक फॉर दैट, एंड जैसे ही होता था ना, मैं तो शीशा नीचे कर, दिखता नहीं है क्या तेरी वजह से ट्रैफिक पूरा जैम हो गया, समझ में नहीं आ रहा है क्या? I just wanted to fight.
You went out again. I'm out of focus. Okay, so हाँ, इतने जितने ज्यादा पीछे जा रही हूँ, मेरा कैमरा थोड़ा
ज़्यादा हंस तो मत.
परेशान. Okay, so this brings me to this little segment that I like to call sip and spill. I want you to spill the beans, and I'm sure you're going to do that because मुझे sense हो गया इतनी देर में you are going to spill some beans on my show. So I will give you these instances. आपको आपकी जिंदगी में आपने ऐसा कुछ एक्सपीरियंस किया है? If this has happened in your life, you take a sip from your coffee and tell me the story कि क्या हुआ है, little
Okay.
story behind it. Okay. Not allowed वाली बात तो आपने बता दी. I have also got a sense that you love fighting harmless way में. So that's something
I don't like to. I will never harm somebody. I will never disrespect somebody. I will never. I stand up for people. That's very important for me. I cannot see people hurting other people, people hurting animals. That really riles me up. So, मतलब मैं कमीनी नहीं हूँ. मैं दूसरों को हार्म करने के लिए नहीं करती. अभी कोई ऐसे सिग्नल तोड़ के जा रहा है तो मजा आता है. मैं थोड़ा ये दिखता नहीं है क्या क्या कर रहा है. उतना खाली harmless.
Okay. Second question. एक तो पहला segment मेरा शुरुआत तो हो ही गई है इसकी. But take a sip. If you've been disheartened, like really disheartened, after Thugs of Hindustan because of the kind of love that you received after Dangal और लोगों की expectations इतने बढ़ गए थे कि instant trolling शुरू हो गई. If you were disheartened, take a sip.
Of course. Any film that you do and it's not done well, you feel disheartened. It's not about how successful you've been before or if you've given a hit or not. Every film is your baby. Every film you've given your heart and soul. So अच्छा नहीं लगता if it doesn't do well. But that doesn't mean that you are, you go in denial. You should be aware of your flaws. You should know what you've done. You should try and rectify. It's very important. So बस यही है. पर बुरा तो लगेगा यार.
But do you think people went overboard?
नहीं क्यों? नहीं क्यों? लोगों ने एक्सपेक्ट किया था अच्छी होगी, नहीं निकली तो अभी अपसेट होंगे. उसमें क्या गलत बात है?
Okay, all right. The next one. Take a sip if you've ever, I'm sure you've gone through many auditions, ever had like a really funny, hilarious audition experience in your life? या फिर एक गंदा audition experience?
मतलब I've had auditions where the guy who's holding the camera suddenly wants you to like become a director. Script कुछ और है और वो मतलब अलग ही ईगो में आ जाता है. बोलता है कि नहीं 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 ये तूने जो किया है वो ऐसे कर वैसा कर. पर जब आपको स्क्रिप्ट दी जाती है and back then like there are 50 people standing outside, one script given to everybody and everybody वो नोट है उसमें कुछ ब्रीफ एक दिया गया है कि ये ब्रीफ है. अगर आप अंदर जाओ, अगर आपको कोई ऐसे बोलेगा कि ये नहीं ऐसे करके दिखाओ ओवर ड्रामेटिक या कुछ ये, तो आपको लगेगा कि मैं कहाँ आ गई हूँ, मैं क्यों आ गई. So I've had these random people then talking about life and acting and I've been this also. I had once gone for an audition. I think it was for some beauty product or something, and I was very young. I was I think 16 or so, and उसमें लिखा होता है कि आपका नाम, आपका number, age, height and everything and something. Have you done a beauty product before? तो उसमें yes or no था. मैंने नहीं उसने बोला कि कुछ available for the dates, yes or no. तो मैंने yes की जगह yep लिखा, YEP. अभी वो टाइम पे लिंक होगा, लिखती होंगी मैं yes की जगह या you sometimes like या, तो ऐसा लिखा. अब पता नहीं वो क्यों भड़क गई. जो बंदी थी जो मॉनिटर के पीछे बैठी थी, कोई एजेंसी से थी, उसने बोला कि what have you written? I said yep. नहीं या ऐसा कुछ. उसने बोला no, why didn't you write yes? I mean it means the same thing. No, it doesn't. You think you are very smart. मैंने what? No, you think you're very cocky. मैंने अरे बट हुआ क्या है, मैंने खाली हाँ बोलना था, हाँ बोल दिया है. अभी YES की जगह YA लिख लिया, YEP लिख लिया, क्या फर्क पड़ता है. पर मैंने कुछ बोला नहीं and that really like pulled me down. A lot of people do that. I think उनके दिन में कुछ ड्रामा नहीं हुआ होता ना, उनको मजा आता है कि किसी की मारो. कि आज मतलब कोई बकरा नहीं मिला है, ओ ये मिल गई एक, चलो आजा बेटा आज तुझे करती हूँ मैं परेशान. वो पूरे दिन में उसने बहुत सारे ऑडिशन किए होंगे, वो भी परेशान हो गई होगी. उसने सोचा इसको मैं आज लेती हूँ उसकी क्लास. तो ये हुआ. फिर ऑडिशन दे रहे थे तो फिर बहुत क्रिटिसाइज किया, बहुत बोली कि आता नहीं है तुम्हें, ये नहीं आता वो नहीं आता, पूरी बेइज्जती करती है. और मैं वहां से फुल ह्यूमिलिएट होके निकली. एंड देन मतलब then you carry those emotions and then later on you move on. But it is interesting how people enjoy doing this for no reason.
Yeah, but you still remember it. That is also one thing. उस समय बुरा भी लगा होगा बहुत.
Actually, people don't realize the more powerful you are now, the more sensitive and careful you have to be what you say and what you do. Because to you it may seem funny, but to the other person it might change the life. So when you are at a position of power, you have to be extremely careful.
Absolutely. With great power comes great responsibility.
100%.
Spider-Man के दादाजी ने कहा था ये. Okay. Take a sip if you've been dropped out of a film ever. Dropped out of anyone.
Bottoms up.
कितने सारे हैं?
अरे जब भी स्ट्रगल करेगी तब तो होता ही था, बट एक तो सबको मालूम है, भूत पुलिस अली फजल और मैं करने वाले थे, बट इन दी एंड हम लोग नहीं किए, मतलब हमें निकाल दिया गया, पता नहीं, बोला नहीं था, बट बस न्यूज में मालूम पड़ा देख के. बट इट्स ओके, मतलब it happens, yeah, it's okay. Like I understand why the producer would have decided to not to go with us, because उस time पे Fox भी dissolve हो गया था, so it had changed power, and then it went to somebody else. I don't remember who, but so I don't feel bitter about these things. It's a very practical thing that the producer thought, okay, for my film this particular actor will not bring in the audience or whatever that they are trying to achieve, or the start, I don't know, whatever they were trying to achieve, and they decided to drop me. It's completely fine. खाली अगर पहले बोला तो better होता, और कुछ नहीं.
Okay. From the very start, when you were playing a child artist in films, you have been in the company of greats. We're talking about Kamal Hassan, even Amir Khan and Shah Rukh Khan. Take a sip if you still remember the Amir of Ishq and Shah Rukh of 1 to 4. If you still remember, what did you think about these actors when you were a child playing a role there?
Shah Rukh. Every day was like I was going to meet my crush. See, I 1 to 4, when I got to know I was child, I got to know I'm doing a film with Shah Rukh Khan, I used to be so shy. I used to get like, oh my god, Shah Rukh Khan, I'm like a kid, because I had a huge crush on him. Like, I think everybody had, you know, back then. मेरे पास तो posters थे, छोटे छोटे posters हमने से शाहरुख खान, and the first time when I realized he had a wife, because Gauri had come to the set, I was heartbroken. I cried. I was crying and people were asking what happened, and I did not know how to tell them the pain that I'm feeling of being robbed of this love. And
my handsome hunk. Yeah.
हाँ, because आपको क्या पता होता है कि हमें दिखाया जाता है फिल्म में जो हीरो है वो मतलब सिंगल ही होगा, हमको क्या पता है, तो मैंने और लाइक यंग 8-9 years old, हमें नहीं पता होता, हमें लगता है कि शाहरुख खान हमारा भी हीरो हो सकता है, मतलब हमारे लाइफ का भी हीरो हो सकता है. So it was very interesting how heartbreaking that was.
Oh my god. Okay, take a sip, and this is the last one. Take a sip if you still remember the galis, the Kashmiri galis that you used in your film, and if you often use it now after the release in your daily life.
Actually, I don't use it. मेरा quality है, मैं चीजें करके भूल जाती हूँ, मतलब एकदम wipe out हो जाता है. You meet me again after 2 months, I'll forget what we've spoken about. So I'll listen to your car. I'm a great listener because I don't remember anything. So every time you tell me, अच्छा ऐसा हुआ, क्या बात कर रही है? And then again after 3 months, you'll tell me, and कि ऐसा ही reaction मिलेगा. So gone case, lost case.
Okay, but I can't leave you without, saying it in a Kashmiri twang. I love listening to you as Lali. Do you remember it? Can you say it?
Yeah. It was Tavanzada. Liat kala. Hatai liat kala.
Very sweet, very sweet. One thing that I forgot to ask you, so I'll just ask and I'll end with this. Since you are playing Indira Gandhi in Sam Bahadur, take a sip. If people often compare you with Priyanka Gandhi, that you're a lookalike of Priyanka Gandhi.
बहुत सुन लिया है. अभी बस कोई प्रियंका गांधी के ऊपर बायोपिक बनाओ, आई एम मतलब
obvious contender.
Obvious.
All right, Fatima, thank you so much for doing this. Lovely talking.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.